Yeah, and he did not cover it. And it was chewy, because I know, because they were big-ass turds. They were pretty big. And he's just like, you know what, I'm the man in the house. I don't need to cover it up. I just do whatever I want. And then he walks away. Fucking cat. Yep. Alright, so we're going to continue. We had just saved Alfino and Tataru because they were being charged with fomenting heresy? Was that it? Something by the Heavensward Knights. And they were going to be executed, so I had to save them. So we did that. And I'll worry about that later. Oh, I have no music, that's why I turned my music off. Okay. So. Where were we? Zoom. I think we need to get back to Ishgard. Back to Foundation. Alright, so Alfino's Way. Where do we gotta go? Okay. The Last Vigil. So that's right in front of the Fort Tom Manor. I think. No, it's actually inside. We gotta go inside. No, not Dr. Pepper Day. I forgot. It's just seltzer water. Just seltzer water. I gotta go get some more Dr. Pepper. I'm not gonna get a whole case though, because next week we're starting back on the diet, so no more sodas. But I'm gonna get some because we have a party on Saturday, so I'm gonna get some for me. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come. Let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Yeah, I know. I know. I just want to exercise a little more and cut down on some calories, but I'm not going to go overboard. Alright. I don't know, maybe a little bit. I got to cut down a little bit of that.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
What?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Justinian.
The man himself.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
Interesting, maybe.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Oh boy. We have to do this shit all behind his back. Oh no.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Justinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
I feel like we're walking on thin ice here. Intended. We have chosen a difficult road, yet should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Tom Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. Alright, so here we go. Oh, we gotta go talk to Sir Emmerich. But what if he finds out that we're conspiring with dragons? What if he finds out that Midgard Sormer is haunting me? I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous. Yeah, pretty much. You would speak with the Lord Commander. Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Oh boy. Shit.
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least.
Am I watching on my second monitor? I'm watching my chat with you guys. That's what I'm doing.
Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Hopefully he can, because I don't want the Pope getting down my throat. I don't need him thinking that we're no. I don't need the whole Heavensward after us. And no, it doesn't take 80% of the CPU. Although I do have a pretty good CPU. I don't have the best, like the newest one, but I got a pretty good one. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Justinian, let us be about our task. Well, he does consort with the Asians. He does. I don't remember. I think it's a Ryzen 9? 7? 9? It's 12 core. Uh-oh. Ooh, still hold the round table.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Asian allies.
What?
See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
He lied! He lied! He said he was only keeping them close to keep an eye on them. Oh my god.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Justinian and this warrior of light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
Bye, Zen. Sorry. Oh shit. It's Nassian.
For the glory of King Thordan.
What? No, he's not an Nassian. He looked like he turned into an Nassian. What the hell? What the hell? And, no, I can't play games on 6 monitors. But, I did specifically get the 12-core Ryzen because it was supposed to help me better stream, so anyways, let's keep going. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. And I shall await you at St. Renette's Forum. Tell your friend we may be sometime. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that, I need no reminding. Come, Rislin. Let us head back to Fort Tom Manor. Okay. Alright. Welp. The Pope is evil. God damn it! What are we gonna do? Actually, our characters aren't supposed to know, but still. Well, whatever. I'm the Warrior of Light. I can handle this. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Rislin and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, all right? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Very well for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alfino. I made it specially. She made him an outfit. No, I couldn't possibly. Very well. Oh, would you look at that? Alphino's looking spiffy. By the 12. It fits perfectly. The quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to the rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. All the gossip. He is definitely looking spiffy. I like the little tie. I like the baby tie on him. Alright. Not yet. I'm gonna wear this for a while. I like this one. I don't really have anything warm. Let me see. Let me see what else I got. I could put that on. Nah, I don't want that. Yeah, I gotta color up this one. The colors are off. That's a little warmer. We're just gonna go with this for a while. Alright. So, where do we go? Speak with Justinian. Where is he? No. Sky Steel Manufacturer. What is lewd? You saw something lewd? I think it was my, I'm gonna freeze. It was my, what I was using when I was going into the card room. The card room at the Golden Saucer. Have you said for your farewells, then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Isael's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Curthis Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Fine, fine. I'll put something on that has... here. So, is that better? It does kind of look like a coat. A little bit. There. I won't freeze now. Okay. Falcon's Nest. Okay, fine. But as soon as I'm not in the cold anymore, I'm putting on that other outfit. Alright. Well, well. Mistress Hollis. What business brings you back to the Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may be yet a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgain... Is it Gorgagne? Gorgain? I don't know. Gorgain Mills. 'Tis possible that they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistress Hollis knows well the place I speak of, for it was she who first discovered it. Yes! Yes, I'm playing more Final Fantasy XIV, Gabby. And I don't think your Ruhai worked. It was just the words. It was just the words. Let us divide our forces, then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Ruslan. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwall's men have found in the heretic's lair. There we go. Oh, it's just like, now we just gotta fly all the way up here. And there's no fast way to get there. You just gotta fly. Oi, oi. Just imagine having to do this on foot. It's even twice as long. But I do really, here, we're gonna... I love the atmosphere of the zone, the look of it. It's just... like this bridge. It has some amazing vistas. I do have an airplane mount. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. See? I have one. Alright, I think this is where we need to be. No, it's not faster. They're all the same. Mistress Alice! Our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. It would seem the heretics foresaw our coming, and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Ruslan. Time to get to work. It's a polar bear. Oh dear. The creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hand stops shaking, I fear I shall prove more of a hindrance than a help. Pray go on ahead, and when you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. Poor Alphino. He's not used to battle. He's not used to killing things. And taken care of. Beasts are slain, then? My thanks, Mistress Alice. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. Wish to track down Lady Iceheart. Is that not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contained more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Boy. Alright, I guess... Wait, where did Alphino go? Oh boy. I guess we gotta find some stuff. Here's one of the epistles. Oh, I gotta find 3 of them. Gotta be laying around here somewhere. Maybe one behind. Did I miss one? Was it upstairs? Oh my god, Anixia, stop! I just took her, she just got her shots, so, and she got blood drawn for her blood test, so I thought she'd be tired and wanting to sleep today, because, you know, when they get their immunizations, they get, you know, it takes it out of them. But nope, she's over there crying. Have you recovered much of the heretics' correspondence? Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Leveilleur and Sir Justinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgang Mills heretics and their fellows in the Akafa Amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Akafa Amphitheater, the very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akafa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgang Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren in the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Justinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. I guess not. Well, they won't deny Justinian. He is the Azure Dragoon. So... And I wouldn't screw with him either because, you know, he's kind of edgy boy. A little bit of edgy boy. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy, right? Right. Alright, let's go over... Where do we go? Oh, way back down here. Alright, so let's take this time to appreciate the, appreciate the surroundings. He's not a heretic. Justinian is not. He wants to kill Nidhogg. Okay? Nidhogg is the bane of his existence. You will soon... well... We'll learn more about it, but if you did the Dragoon class quests in ARR, you do learn more about Justinian. You meet him in those quests. So, that was this way. And you do learn about him and his past. He's still an edge boy. He still is. Alright, down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what this means. This means I'm pulling out my Dragoon. There we go. Ah, the guests of House Fortom, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Oh. Assuming the Akafa beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. We'll go in at normal. We'll go in at normal. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap we should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Oh boy. Dogs of Ishgard! Is it not enough that you banish our beloved Sang? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons! We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers, may dragon's wings bear us to victory. Wow. Alright. Alright, come on. Alright, let's see. Oh, this ain't gonna really take long. Yeah, they are, but more of them are coming.
Your guard is down.
Oh, yeah? Alright, I gotta kill this guy. He's a cane-waving heretic. I did not cheat. I'm just being real flashy. Oh, shit! Holy crap, he just turned into a wide-eye. He's a dragon! What the hell? By the fury, they partake of the blood of dragons. Was that Alpha? No, yeah. They're like... Oh man, they've been drinking dragon blood. Alright, I think this guy's healing him. Oh, he's the one I gotta kill. He's got a lot of health. Or no, he's dead. Never mind. Never mind. You know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna start AoEing. Because he has not partaken in the blood of dragons. That's why. Oh man. He froze me. No, he hasn't. He has not. He does not. He has not drinking dragon blood. Drinking dragon blood. He has not drank dragon blood. Oh god. This guy is... I better put this on. No, he did not! If he did, he would turn into a dragon like this. He is not a heretic.
Release!
Oh shit. He just rammed me. Alright, I think we're good. No, he's not! Lady Iceheart is. Oh, come on. Now I'm frozen again. Alright, I think it's done. No, he does not have dragon organs and blood. He has the heart of the dragon. They fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers! Retreat to the cinders! Yeah, you better get out of here. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Justinian. I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the azure dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magicked slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinder did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of gray. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this ashen isle. What an eye. Stop it. It's fine. Why are you giving Justinian shit all the time? Alright, we gotta get back to here. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told that the Convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentilo, may have information of use to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with that name, either. The Convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Alright. We gotta find this ice heart, though. I think I might actually get a couple of dungeons in today. I should get at least one trial, and I think I'm gonna get a dungeon. We should get to Samal today. And I know that one like the back of my back of my hand. Because when I was first playing the game and I would do the daily roulettes, I swear to God, I must have gotten that like every day. Every day, that dungeon. Always Samal. Alright. But that's not until the next zone. So, what I really like about this game is this really does feel like a Final Fantasy game in the sense that you are traveling with a group of companions on a journey, an adventure type thing. You're journeying to, well, basically find Nidhogg. And it's got a very classic feel to it because of that. Well, well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the winds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentilo, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart it is. Aye, I know of her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, rather lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Rizlet, Justinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. See if we can rattle some cages here. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Rizlan. The boorish banneret. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Raitmo, Varamont, and Bertinent that wanders in and out of our camp? Okay, I probably messed up some of those names, but I'm trying to get good at them. Getting better. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass under my very nose and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones. Wherever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pericles or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Is that Pericles? I think that's Pericles. I don't know. God damn it, Midgard Stormer! Stop getting in the way. Alright, here we go. Someone I can help you with, milady? Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Pericles. A soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. If it weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, you say? No, it weren't. Okay. No, it was by order of Sir Jantelo's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. Time to start a fire. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Vislin? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. But, Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the pyre. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. So, he's the Azure Dragoon. Why is he sending me out to kill shit? Is that like beneath him? Okay, so he's gonna be picking up wood with Justinian. All right, fine. Or with Alphino. Fine, I'll go kill some yaks. No, Justinian is not bad. Stop it. Stop it. We're going to meet the bad person, Isael. We're going to... So... And I guess form an uneasy truce or something? Until we can... She can take us to see Nidhogg, I guess? It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Yes, he was very privileged. He was very privileged. And no, it's not spoilers. Stop it. Not spoilers. You'll see why.
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Oh boy. let's go the easy route on this. We wish to speak with you.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
Oh boy.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elizan is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elizan. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elizan treachery.
Whoa, okay.
And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
He's got the eye.
Good gods!
Dude, he just
Until
carries it around.
recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels. And the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Am I reattuning to Heidel? Am I getting the blessing of light again?
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
He's just gonna leave without me. Aw, fuck. Midgard Sormer.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Yeah, well, you stripped me of my blessing. Seriously. And yes, Justinian has Nidhogg's eye. He carries it around in his pocket, but that doesn't mean he's an heretic, okay? You are Rislin, yes? Pray address me as ye sail, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Travania, then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Use the hereticist. Stop it. Oh, man. Okay, we got to get into the Travanian Highlands. Alright, we'll I'm not just gonna port, I'll go the way that you're supposed to.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
I hear chocobos. Oh shit, I just fell out of the sky! I guess I wasn't supposed to be flying when I entered. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Samal will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest's branches. It will be a long and demanding journey, but might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned. There is a village here, but I thought these lands the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marshchamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome your arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. God, Justinian's a dick. Justinian is actually a dick. He is. And no, you can't die from fall damage in this game unless you're in battle. And I learned that the very, very hard way. Because I thought, oh, I'm just going to jump off this cliff. These monsters are chasing me. I'm just going to jump off this cliff and I'll be fine. And I died. So... Oh, so it's Marshchamp. Marshcha. I don't know. I'm just going to pronounce it however way I butcher it. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh ho, and if it ain't the lovely Ysayle. It's been too long, girl. That it is, Marshchamp. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Samal. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Does Ysayle not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering calum trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And, as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now I know it won't stop a sale here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set and heading west. Oh boy. More troubles. More troubles. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never say to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, or they never used to. But they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for malms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. When they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. Oh great, now we gotta go kill ourselves some Nath. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here? In Dravania? Aye. 'Twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marshchamp found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees, and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed, then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Samal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Samal. Shall we? I guess we gotta go squash some insects. Alright, so, over here, worse than dragons. Uh-oh. Marching cultivator, steel... What? Alright. There we go. I love a size. I don't know how anyone can not like that ability and not use it. I just love it. It's the best. It's like when I get, like... Oh my god. Somebody has the mount. Alright. Anyways. I will have that mount one day. I will have it, I swear to you. Even more of them, but we're just gonna use Holy. Yes, it is a cactus. It is a sabotender. I think we're gonna end up going... Oh yeah, we have to go here. But what's this? Destination. Yeah, you better from those glasses on. Should we chance to meet Marshchamp again, remind me to thank him. Oh, I'm not Justinian. Alpha now. I gotta do a lighter voice. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian. The style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. This structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool. How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Rizlan, pray reason with these two. Oh boy. Why you put me in the middle of it? Grunt. Just grunt. Okay, we're gonna go. Our goals are the same. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Rizlan's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Justinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Rizlan's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Racevelger will likely provide the catalyst Rizlan's gift requires, as it did mine. let us press on. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west? Ishgardians know them as a Nyx Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgur's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Salmal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Or rather, more concern is more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Oh boy. Gotta go check out these bugs. It's not a gnat, they're nath. Okay, maybe it's kind of like a gnat. Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marshchamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. The Nath's muskets? They have guns? The bugs have guns? What? Oh noes. Yes, Nats with guns. More of them? Oh, they're over here. No, this is not America. Though I did see a very good meme with it was like Amric and America, and no, I have to show it to you later. It was so dumb. It was on Reddit. I don't know. I was gonna share it, but I was really stupid. But now I'm gonna have to share it with you. Ah, crap. Oh, we're getting close. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, I cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it. We truly are beyond salvation. Come then.
Vidofnir!
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
I told you he's a dick. I'm just saying.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Yeah, really. And that's
Vidofnir,
Cassie's.
please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Resvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing.
And just remember that Justinian is Cassie's husbando. I'm just saying it now.
Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
What?
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Fucking A. We know what to do. I'm the primal slayer.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
You just came back to
It would
subscribe.
seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Of course I'm swearing. Sorry. Sorry, it's because Justinian's a dick. I'm sorry. Also, thanks, son. But also, I don't remember all of the dragon speak actually being in English. I think some of it is in dragon speak, but I remember most of it being in dragon. So I don't know if they changed that since I last played. I'm not sure. But I seem to remember a lot of it being in dragon speak, so... No, I don't think it worked. Well, I didn't see it pop up, but, let's see. So, the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. What a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marshchamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Oh, Night Zen! Thank you for the sub, though. But... next week I'll be playing some game. I think I'm gonna play. We're gonna go back to Final Fantasy Fridays, and I'm going to be playing. Shit, what the hell is it? It was the horror PS2 horror game with the girl and her dog, and she's being chased by like rapists or something. I don't know. I mean, you don't see it, but it's implied. I can't. Oh, shit. What? No, I almost had it. Something ground. Haunting Ground. I'm gonna be playing Haunting Ground. That's it. Yeah, I know. I never played it though, but I've heard. But I got it all set up and ready to go. So that's next week. When we're back to Final Fantasy. No, not Yuri Silent Hill. It's Haunting Ground. But you'll probably like it, Gabby, because it's got your name written all over it. It does. Oh ho! Back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? What is it you'd like to do? Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. It sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of calam tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall gather the nectar, or I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alfino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post here. Here, I'll mark the spot on the map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marshchamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one here, there is a rotten Nanka egg. Really? Really, Alphino? A rotten Nanka egg. Okay. This should be pretty quick work. There we go. It's done. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? Splendid. I shall put this with Justinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Slugs. Kind of like an alligator a little bit, I think. Cross between an alligator and a salamander, maybe. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Uh-oh. And an Ixia starts. Click, click. long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents. Land-trap nectar, kilum tree fruit, and naga flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Click, click. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws. Yes? Come, come, it is not far. I don't know. I don't know about these nath. Click, click. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. The non-mind? Speak to him in words. What? Click, click. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are, but if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the one mind summoned into our midst. The one mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. With spear and a spell and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Really, Justinian? Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The one mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We in the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. What? Crystals, you say? Shadowy stranger? Those fucking Asians. Oh. He's talking about the Asians, isn't he? And yeah, shut up, Justinian. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summoned their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know naught. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to her death? No, You have the right of it, Justinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Rislin. I do not fear my duty. I am the primal slayer. We're doing this shit. Just point me in the direction of this primal, of this god. Wait. Rislin need not face this foe alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Justinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath, and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Alright. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Okay. Well, I guess we're just talking around. I don't know how to do the click. Is that it? Oh, there we go. I can do that. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would warrant the loss of such generous hunters, however. You said I had to do the clicking, so that's the clicking we're doing. You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you can bring us just one more. We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. More Nanka flesh, huh? 10-10 clicking. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get to the trial. I've only been playing an hour and a half, and I feel like I've made some good progress with the story. As you can see, the writing, the way the MSQ is much more focused in the expansions, unlike ARR where it took forever to get anywhere. See, this is. Oh, we're already level 53. We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath. So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single gnat and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Oh boy. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of the gnat society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time.
Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal. The sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls.
Oh boy. Guess what? I'm getting tossed out of there as bait.
Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Gnath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their guide arrives to claim your soul? Aye. That fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Rislin? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alfino. Then it is settled. Rislin, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner.
Time to go get captured. Oh, let's talk to them real quick. You can, I should be doing this more.
I would be curious to test my lance against a beast tribe's god, but I cannot risk falling under its sway. Tell me of the battle upon your return, warrior of light. Justinian's words stung me more than I cared to admit. It would seem I have begun to take your victories for granted. Do be cautious, my friend.
Aw, he's actually starting to care for me. He's starting to worry for me. You know what? I think Alfino's starting to learn some lessons. You know, before he would just point me at the primals. Now he's actually thinking about it first. He's a good kid. Alfino's a good kid. Useless Justinian. Just you wait. Just you wait. He can hand out some hell. You'll see.
Intruders! Your lives are forfeit!
Oh, more of them. Who is this number from? The 708 number. I don't know who you are.
The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention.
Alright, put on your sunglasses. Who's messaging me? Oh no, they keep coming. I fight deeper into the hive. Go up here. Okay.
That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come.
Lord of the Hive.
You are prepared then?
Let's do it.
Hold here, Rizlan. When next the Nath come, we offered no resistance. Surrender, intruders! There is no escape. Enough! We surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god.
Too easy. Too easy. Yeah, click like.
They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused.
Why would I be haggling over the price of potions?
Alright. Enter the inner chamber.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
Oh boy.
He comes.
What?
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen. Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood. These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Nathlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity.
Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elsa? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach.
I don't think he's gonna
Never
want
before
that.
have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territories secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath.
You're like, what?
And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Oh boy. Primal against primal, guys. Primal against primal. You know what? Saint Shiva didn't look that way in the flashbacks. She wore a little bit more clothes.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
Oh, you gonna break out of that. Uh-oh. shit.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Oh no. I was really starting to like Assail.
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Oh, it's on. He's fucking going down.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Yes. Where are you going? What? Get back here. I want to kick your ass. Ah, fuck it. Better go get my friends. Forgive me. I was overconfident. Alright. Thought hard. Alright, let's queue up for this. There we go. You will, I'm telling you. No growing on you. We'll see about that. Hope we don't wipe. This is actually not a very hard trial, but Sprout Gang, you're all babies. Alright, let's go. Are we actually going to anything?
Dance to the song of ringing steel.
Yeah, they're babies. I'm not gonna drop off the whirlwind attack, okay? I soloed this on extreme all the time. I know the stuff. Hopefully they kill the butterflies, because I tried doing this a little while ago and people weren't killing the butterflies, and then we wiped. on, I don't even have my freaking size yet. This sucks. Yes, when someone starts playing the game and they kill the butterflies. I don't want to wipe. Yes, you're Sprout until you actually get to the MSQ, the Shadowbringer MSQ, and then you're not a Sprout anymore. So as soon as Gabby gets the Shadowbringers, he won't be a Sprout anymore. It'll be a very sad day. Oh, there's one left. Oh, come on, kill it, kill it. Oh, I hear our Dragoon. That one. I don't think you can be a battle mentor until you finish all the roles at the role quests at the end of Shadowbringers. So, but I could be if I just need more commendations. I just don't have quite enough. You have to have 1,500 commendations. I don't know how many you have, but I'm almost to 900. I've been playing for 2 years, so. But I also go through. Like weeks where I don't run shit. So. Like I spent a month just leveling crafting, and I didn't like run a dungeon for like a month. Yeah, you need like 15. Okay, can we just kill this guy already? We might be able to get another limit break off here soon.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Yeah, because I'm the Primal Slayer. Makes complete sense. Well, we'll give it to that guy. Alright. Actually, let me see how many cons I have. 868, so... Well, like I said, I probably would have more if I actually ran more shit all the time, but... And they're running.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
You know who's watching. I knew it! Fucking Asians. Always
Once
watching.
more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Yes, there are female Buttians. Alright, so I'm done with that. Holy shit, I just got 4 commendations! Well, that was great. That was great. Alright, so... But you know what? I'll have to say, getting comms as a healer, it's pretty easy. But I have gotten a couple of commendations on my bard, and I was damn proud of those comms. You want to know why? Because I DPS my ass off, played my ass off for those commendations. Okay.
Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You are a marvel to behold, Rizlan. Well, 'tis time we rejoined our companions, but they will be eager to hear the tale to continue our journey.
Yes, I am a spoony bard. I do quite enjoy playing the bard. I like the playstyle. In a way, it reminds me of Fire Mage. Well, I don't know what Fire Mage plays like anymore, but it used to play like with the procs and stuff. I like that. Where are we going? Oh, all the way up here. Oh, we're going back to the hive.
Rizlan, Lady Ysayle, thank to 12. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath had never mentioned his name, and you are quite certain he will keep his word. There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle. A miracle I must attribute to Rizlan. Never did I doubt you, warrior of light, unlike some. You were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Justinian, was that truly necessary?
Not truly necessary, but certainly true. Poor Alphino.
What matters is that the Primal is banished, and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Resvelger. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Justinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy.
Shit, she just gave him some shit. Oh man. Poor Alphino.
Shall we be on our way to Annex Trine then? I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain.
Yes, the Warrior Knight agreed. She did, because he's a dick. What I gotta say? I mean, come on. Alright.
Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we returned in triumph. By Rislin's hand was the beastmen's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there shall you find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Somal. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence in that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered upon the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Be fairly warned.
Oh yeah, she said that already. Never mind. We don't need to read that again. Alright, so we're not going to climb anything. I'm just going to fly right up there. I'm just going to fly right up. Oops, wrong way. Wait. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. There we go. Dang it. Alright, I'm lost. No, here it is. I'm not cheating! I've done this once already. I walked those stairs too! Okay? I walked those stairs too. I don't need to fight my way through all this stuff. Okay, so I think we might actually be going right into Samal, which is the dungeon. So on that, we should get an instant queue on.
Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Somal's summit for thee and thy companions. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Where you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Justinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is said to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgr. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty, as is your dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have?
You know what? Those two should just kiss already. They have enough tension. Just fucking kiss already. Alright, so we gotta go into Samal. Alright, we're gonna clear my selection. We're gonna do... Let's see. Samal. Ah! That was fast. No, it's not lewd. There's enough tension there. Might as well break it. Oh, come on. Just throw him off the mountain. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a point you're gonna be an Justinian stan. Everybody is an Justinian stan at a certain point. Oh my god, come on. Alright, so are you gonna be an Emmerich stan? You're gonna be, right? You're gonna understand why he's my husbando, right? I mean, what we've seen of him so far, he seems like a pretty good guy. He cares about his soldiers. He doesn't want to see lives thrown away uselessly. No, come on now! Come on! Yeah, Emerich's pretty good. He's a good guy. He is. He's, like, very noble. Alright, here we go. Oh, yes. He's gonna be pulling everything. There are no sprouts here. No sprouts. We're doing this. We're just gonna blow this shit up. Put your sunglasses on, BB-10. Put them on. It's a good spice. Well, I have to say, they probably. Oh crap! See, this is what I've been waiting for. No sprouts. No sprouts. Oh crap, but I'm almost out of mana. This beginning part is always the hardest to heal through when they go like wall to wall, because I don't have a lot of my Afflatus Solace charged up. Only blinding light. Just get used to it, BB10. This is dungeons from here on out. Here on out. Yes, everything's deadly here. I think the dungeons definitely get a little more interesting, but just wait. Once we get to Stormblood, the dungeons actually really start getting interesting. Okay. Agreed on that. Agreed on that. Oh yeah, this guy's got his artifact weapon too. All these people be overpowered. Dang it! I can't stop for like 2 seconds to get this off. I don't think we'll quite get to the Airy in this. There we go. What? There's nothing good in there. But I think you're gonna like the next area, BB10. have a feeling you're gonna like it. There's a very good reason why you will like it. You get to fight a T-Rex. Alright, I always forget which one. The red is a spiky T-Rex. Dude. That we're supposed to go in. And then blue is out. Whatever. We're killing these guys so fast. This guy's so fast, I don't think it's really gonna matter. But alright, what do we got for loots? Greed. Greed. Close to the last boss. This is actually going really smoothly because there are no sprouts. No wonder Gabby left. He's like, no sprouts. I'm not watching this. Sprouts make things interesting. They certainly do. They make my healing interesting. I'll tell you that. And I actually have a tank that's rotating cooldowns. That helps too. I can't tell you how many tanks I get who go and grab everything and don't use a single freaking cooldown. Oh, this is Nidhogg's girlfriend. Isn't she pretty? She's very pretty. I'm not gonna die on this. There's way more harder dungeons in this game. Ugh. Man. There we go. Over here. Oops. I got fire breath on. We gotta hit the wings, I think. Shit. The left wing. I have to kill her! She's gonna kill us! Plus, she's Nidhogg's girlfriend. She's gotta die. Although I'm thinking we're trying to get Nidhogg to not kill us anymore, but we're gonna go kill his girlfriend. Maybe we're just gonna piss him off even more. I mean, does anybody not question? Well, I know Assail questioned it, but I think we're just pissing him off. Well, it's too late. She's dying anyways. I think they all left. They did. Alright, and I got all the loots. Hey, there was loots down here. Hold on. Are they gone? Yes! I'm getting these chests. Sorry. They didn't want them, so whatever. I'm getting them. The prison. Oh, some stuffs. Okay. I'll take them. And I got 3-player comms! Yes! Okay. Oh. I think I'm regaining Heidelin's The Blessing of Light. Watch now, Midgard Stormer's gonna pop out and do his shitty peanut gallery crap again. Rislin. It would seem Tiamat was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. Oh shit. What is happening? Nidhogg. He roars. He knows we are here then. His fury bleeds through the eye. Fear not. I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame.
Come! The heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us.
Well, yeah, he's pissed. We just killed his girlfriend.
Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end?
No wonder he's pissed. And we're surprised.
To the peak of Som-Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating in possibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years, they came.
Oh, now it's cloudy. We can't see how pretty it is up here. Ugh. Alright, fine.
We have reached it at last, the peak of Som-Al. It is said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters.
I have too many cars. Yeah. That's why it's smoggy.
Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgr himself.
What? Is that a Mog?
What manner of creature is that? Rislin, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely.
He's lost. I don't think he's lost.
Bah, he's gone. Rislin, we must widen our search.
Where is he?
Etheric disturbance. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Concealing magics?
Yeah, here, I have to search it. Do I have to hit search? It's not giving me credit for that. Oh, there we go.
I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? Why? Wait, what? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice.
She thinks the Moogles are adorable. I think that's great. She's just like, they're so cute.
A Moogle, did you say? I am unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. No, I most certainly saw a Moogle, okay? I most certainly did. And it wiggled its butt at me. Oh, I gotta do the disturbance. Okay, maybe this is it. Wait, I don't think... There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Confound it! Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I am certain Hraesvelgr would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Rizlan, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggelmog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Justinian. Come then, Rizlan. Let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I feel myself slipping back into the archaic phrasings that they were using all the way up to this point. It's like I want to read it the way they were I was reading it in ARR, but it's not doing that anymore. But whatever. Hopefully I'll get used to it. All right, so let's go to Gridania. Actually, let me do real quick. I was told I needed to water. I promised Cassie I would water the garden. I never did it before. Hopefully I can figure this out. Damn it. Alright, let me pause this real quick. Mandragora queen crop is... Oh, shit. I don't know how to harvest crop. No, the garden inside the game. Alright, I'll have to do it afterwards. Okay, I don't want to read about that. Alright, well, let's go back. Okay, so we are going to, we gotta get back to Gridania. Okay. I'm not gonna steal her crops. Alright, we gotta get to... Yes, Gridania, it's my hometown. I'm always so comfortable here. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood's Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance?
Of course I am. I've been doing this for like a whole game so far.
The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring to an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists.
Kupopo, I say! Kupo! Oh, here we go.
Greetings, Kuplo Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company?
I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo.
I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds?
Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children.
Ah, yes, the tale of good King Moggle Mog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous strength, or length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach.
Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me.
I was hoping you might say that, Mr. Kuplo. Will you accompany us, then?
Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse the chance to meet my distant cousins.
If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania.
They're like, oh no, what? Shock.
My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the science of the Seventh Dawn in our hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm.
Oh, they're all freaking out.
Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence.
This dude's like, I can't believe this is happening. How are we supposed to protect her out there? Okay.
Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Samal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us.
Alright. Back to Magholm.
Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call, then there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Rislin. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Samal for the Turning Mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Justinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. It is an honor to meet you, Sir Justinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kana Isana. Oh, Kani Sana. I don't know if I've been saying it wrong the whole time. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Mughal clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kupokop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Mughals. I am Mughal from the world below. Your height is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine their wariness, or your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them to into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Kani-senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid that the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-splattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Rislin here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the 12wood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Maghome. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. It looks like we gotta play with Moogles now. We're playing with Moogles. Oi, oi. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplokop called you again? Rislin? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moggin, Mogmug, and Moglin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. The Trials of Trustworthiness. Great. Hello. Yes, I am Moggin, the foremost alchemist in Maghome, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I've got a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial! Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Eli Tome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Great. Yeah, I'm doing their chores for them. Alright. I don't know if we can... Let me see where we are. We're on Moggin's trial, so I want to see where that is. On the MSQ. Come on, MSQ. Pop up, pop up. There we go, the area. So, oh yeah. We're not. I don't think we're gonna get to the area today because we only got about an hour left. But I just wanted to see where we were. All right. Yes, we are going to be doing some chores for the Moogles for a little bit. What is? Oh, here we go. Cloud's breath.
Oh, look at the sky. Look at how it's like the electricity is kind of shimmering. It's kind of cool. I do think some of the areas, and I don't know how people say that the graphics and the zones and stuff are not interesting in this game. I think they're pretty interesting. Like the art design and stuff. Yeah, look at that, isn't that? Oops, I'm flying into a wall. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. I don't have a palm. Yes, you had the pleasure of speaking with Magmug. I know, I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archosaurs, I think it's archaeosaurs, and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. So exceedingly fluffy. She's just like so smitten. She's got like little heart eyes for the Moogles. I think it's great. She's just like, they're so adorable. Where's Justinian? You'll see that dickhead is. That dirt bag. Where is Justinian, damn it? I just wanted to see what he was going to say. Alright, whatever. Alright. And taken care of, I think. Oh, not really. Did I fly over him? He kinda blended in. Alright, we'll go back. He's probably gonna be all pissy that he's sitting around here and not killing Nidhogg. I don't know. Or talking to Hraesvelgr. Oh, there's Alphino. There's Connie Senna. I did not expect our travels to bring us to a Moogle village. I wonder if a similar settlement exists somewhere within the Twelveswood. Moogle. Where is he? Whatever. He's just a Justinian. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You're as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. I think they just want to eat you, Magmug. I think that's all it is. Oh, there he is. Alright. Magwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Maghome who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it, question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Maghome. He misplaced his pebble, his painted pebble.
Fury, take these ridiculous flying rodents.
What? He's called them ridiculous flying rodents? There we go. I slapped Justinian. Alright.
Magwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are proudly grateful. Maestro Magwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day! If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Magwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries?
Oh, I guess he's a fan.
I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Magwin's been creeping out the back way to Samal's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there.
Let's check. Wait, down. Magwin.
Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself.
Of course. Alright, let's get up there. I would hope we can get to talking to Hraesvelgr before the end of the stream. Oh, here it is. I think. Retrieve the Moogle masterpiece.
Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work! Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed.
Alright, I have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin, and await his judgment. Yes. Hopefully I am judged worthy.
Grislin, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness, administered by the taskmasters Mogin, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly.
Oh boy. The moment of truth.
Are these trials over, then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. And I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we?
They've been having them do chores. Oh my god, this is great.
How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal man, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Grislin. I like not this place.
It's just like, can't you just take a compliment, Justinian? Just take a fucking compliment.
Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogul Mog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Okay. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Rislin, I was... no matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. She's... Oh, man. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I better flutter over and see him then. No, they didn't even ask him about King Mogul XII. the gods rest his soul. Alright. Alright. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. Oh, great. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much to doubt about. That much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with the fellow Moogle. But, you see, before any meeting with Hraesvelgr could take place, certain preparations needed to be made, and what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh no. Grrr. Oh man. Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn! Quickly now! The horn. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Mogin may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now, you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hraesvelgr. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hraesvelgr will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Grr. She about ready to fucking slap him. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Oh, of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. They didn't want to have me do all their shit jobs. Oh, man. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaning, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well. Eh, Kupo? The chieftain, he sat on the horn. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino was looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Oh, shit. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seatseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways. Shall we? Alphino, Rizlin, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Mughals might never have been revealed to us. Okay, Chewie, get out of the way. No, get down. Oh my god, Kira, get down. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seatseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kublai-Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the 12 Woods. We are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seatseer. We too must be on our way. Racevelger awaits. Warrior of light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Justinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. The Elder Seatseer sees all. I'm gonna have to temper that Justinian, but not with a primal. Just, I need to get him to stop being so pissed off all the time. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Chieftain Moglin already explained. The shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Racevelger's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big place where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though. You need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Alright, so we gotta go over here first. Yeah, we'll probably get to see Racevelger, and we'll do the Aerie, which is the next dungeon. It's probably gonna be next week because I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I have family coming, and then I gotta go help my aunt again because she can't ever figure anything out on her computer. So. I know. But I will be streaming Resident Evil 1 remake, remaster, or whatever on Sunday. Besides all this reading. Although I didn't, my voice isn't getting that bad because there is a lot more voice acting. As you can see, they did add a lot more voice acting in Heavensward. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragons so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad. They seem worse than usual. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Racefelger invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down.
Oh, see, now look it. Now it's nice. Oh, see this right here? That is Nidhogg's lair. The Eyrie. That's where we need to go. I should probably talk to them and see what they say.
Who can say when the weather will turn? I have a mind to make camp. The fates make mock of us. To be so close. And now the very elements conspire to delay our meeting with Racefelger. I must be patient. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. Mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of the fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. There are mines. 'Tis Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Rislin, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return.
Wait. Why don't you follow him, Astidian, Mr. Wormslayer? Oh, for fuck's sake. And I'm the Warrior of Light. Why are you bossing me around? Yes, there are big dragons all over the place. And Alphino's just like, yeah, I'm just going to stroll right by. It's fine. I'm fine. Ooh, I didn't even one-shot it. I one-shot it. Okay.
I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looked like stew ingredients, ready for the fire.
The Ice Queen? He's calling her the Ice Queen now. He's sleeping. What? So fluffy.
Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Isail with the pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and, alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the science. We, all of us, are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Hraesvelgr that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Justinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hraesvelgr of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not that I shall, Dragoon. Well, when's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now, and face our fate with the rising of the sun.
You really don't like Justinian, do you? I'm just telling you. You're gonna be a stan. Chewie, stop! The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. Do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hraesvelgr back to the skies above Zenith, I am sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. He's like, nice knowing ya. Gone. Literally. I love the Muggles. They're great. Oh, I gotta go down. I'm way too high. Chewie, stop! I'm almost done. I'm gonna do this and then I'll go feed you. Oh, stop it, Chewie! Stop! Lend me your resolve, Saint Shiva. It is time, warrior of light. So this is the place. Yes, he is chewing on Judah. Is it gonna go? Okay, good. If it was gonna go toot toot, I would have laughed. See, now he is talking dragon speak. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? I'm gonna wait for him to finish what he says and then I'm gonna reread it so that people who are listening don't have to read. Okay, he's big.
Grace, Velga.
Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaited the release of oblivion. Leave me.
I've had 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thy own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Wait, the Dark Ones? Beguiled by the Dark One's lies. I'm guessing the Asians? They attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth... Uh-huh. Such gods are not summoned but created. phantom spun from the threads of misplaced faith. Yes, everywhere and every time. They must have been around back then, because these guys are thousands of years old.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness.
Oh crap, I think we're getting the truth. He is missing an eye.
1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. Two centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elizan learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. "'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his leal knights, that most noble of Elizan lured my brood sister Ratatoskr into an ambush, and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elizan allies. They had torn out her eyes, and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field.
San es Shisnishka.
Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall never forget, even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thornton's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own and side with dragon kind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratatasker's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then the seed lies within us.
Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed. To join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons, one by one through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end, like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reaches 20, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest
Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest? God, I couldn't get that out of my mouth.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Radataskar's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone.
Well, that didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Hraesvelgr was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course.
Oh, okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. Alright, so we're done with part 1 of Heavensward.